começar. Vamos lá.
Oh, Dean, you are good.
Wow, what an unexpected twist. Welcome everyone to Devstream 168. We have a very exciting, a very special Devstream because this is the Duviri Devstream, aka TennoCon 2023. Welcome!
Yeah, this might as well be TennoCon. It honestly feels like it.
Ooh,
is.
don't say that.
It's big, folks.
We have a lot to show. Duviri related, non-Duviri related, we have a lot to get through. So we're just gonna get right to it.
You're the boss.
Right off the bat. But I'd love to obviously do some couch introductions. I'm gonna switch it up. We're gonna start at this end of the couch.
Hello, it's me, Paolo. I am the lead designer.
Hi, I'm not Pablo. Hi, my name is Rebecca Ford, and I'm the creative director of Warframe.
My name is Megan Ever, and I am the community director for Warframe.
Hi, I'm Kerry Black. I'm the art director.
Hello, I'm Eric, lead sound designer of Warframe.
Amazing. All right, we got lots to talk about. A couple more housekeeping things. Obviously, we have a Twitch drop going on right now of an Umbra Forma.
Built?
Built.
Wow.
I thought I'd spoil the children today.
Wow,
With a
okay.
Built Umbra Forma.
This is more generous than I ever were.
You're welcome. As well, we do have Gift of the Lotus alerts happening at 3 p.m. when hopefully this stream does not go over an hour, but
It's going to go long.
it's going to go long.
Just accept that now.
Buckle in.
Yeah, buckle up.
Hopefully you have nowhere to be.
You're not working on anything, right?
No,
No,
hardly at all.
no.
it's
Free
not been busy
schedule.
lately.
It's a Friday. We do have 2 Gift of the Lotus alerts going live at 3 of a built Forma. I'm so generous.
Everything's built.
Everything's built. Wow.
And an AMP Arcane adapter. So don't miss out on those 24-hour Gift of the Lotus alerts on all platforms. And then as per usual on this stream, we do have giveaways. We're going to do a Baruch Prime Access giveaway, some Platinum, but we also have some physical giveaways. Now, Eric, you just so happen to be sitting right beside them.
Oh,
The stool?
Wow! Our lovely friends over at Omen, HP Omen and HyperX have provided some really awesome physical giveaways for this. Wow, I haven't done a camera change in so long.
I know.
Why didn't anyone tell me?
I don't know.
Amateur hour. We have some giveaways during the stream. Thank you to HP Omen and HyperX. And we're going to start it off with a giveaway right now. Dean, I'm springing this on you. I'm so sorry. It's a laptop giveaway.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Spicy.
Laptop? That one right there?
Omen
Do you need a hand, or-
laptop giveaway.
I don't want to lift it up because
Yeah.
should I? Should I
You can-
bring it in?
You can crack her
Yeah,
open.
yeah.
Yeah, why
All
not?
right, bear with
Apparently,
me
we're,
for a second.
Eric, you're not only lead sound designer, but you're also
I'm the merch guy.
you're a merch guy.
You're doing a
This-
great
the
job.
giveaway guy.
We have the HP gaming laptop
Make sure it's
and
not address.
I'm not going to
Other way,
drop
other way, other
this.
way. There's an
There's
address.
an address there.
everyone
Just
knows
follow.
our address. It's fine.
Yeah, it's too
There's the back of it.
There's a laptop in there.
I didn't drop
Sorry, Dean. Okay, this person has won a laptop and a HyperX headset as well. So a little twofer. Slim1256. Now, there are some rules for this giveaways, as per usual on physical giveaways, you know.
Oh, there's rules now.
There's some rules.
Oh, okay.
If you do exclamation point rules, you'll get a nice little website on warframe.com. You can check out those rules, see if you're eligible. Please whisper the Warframe Twitch channel you're watching right now with your in-game alias and your shipping address so we can make sure that you're eligible, or you might not be. If you're not eligible, we will be giving you some platinum, of course, and then we will re-roll this during the stream. So please, please, please message the Warframe Twitch channel you're watching right now. Zach is waiting by.
Is eligible like, hey, you have to live in a country that we can
Correct.
mail to
Correct.
and thing. Oh, okay.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah, the classic, sweepstakes rules that one must adhere to. So exclamation point rules. If you want to obviously make sure you're eligible. Congrats to that individual. I've already forgotten. that.
Slim one something something something.
Slim.
That was it.
You did it, Slim. We do have more giveaways. We'll do them a little bit later on before we get into some gameplay. So if you wanted to win that, don't worry. We have platinum as well. And those are my intros. But one more thing.
Oh. Oh yeah.
If you didn't know,
What camera are we
gamer
gonna go to?
Camera swap.
there it
Wow.
I'm not
is.
holding anything.
The April issue of PC Gamer features not only the
Faz
Devstream
tempo que eu não vejo uma
Paradox, but also
dessas.
just a look
Eles
back
devem
at
estar
10
animados
years
pra
of
caramba
Warframe.
por estar saindo na
Indeed.
It's a
página,
really
né?
special article. There's some Steve in there. There's some Reb in there. Got a whole bunch of great.
I'm in a magazine, Mom.
He's in a magazine. Oh, it's available in North America, the UK, and Australia. If you want to pick yourself up a physical copy of PC Gamer.
So what lies ahead for Warframe? Oh. You'll have to either watch the stream or read this to find out.
Ooh.
It's also gold.
It's also gold, got a foil. So thank you to PC Gamer for working with us and putting together that really awesome article. Appreciate it. All right. Are we ready to get into some stuff?
My
Is
friends, there's no turning back once we start this. And of course, if anyone here at DE is watching, thanks for helping put everything together. I'm very excited for this stream. Devere Paradox has been incredible to work on, so hopefully the players dig it. So we'll get there, but Megan has stuff to do before that. So
I have a couple things I would like to show you
Okay.
before we get into what the Devere Paradox holds for you. So, without further ado, the next Prime Warframe in the Prime arsenal of Warframes.
Oh, any guesses, chat?
Any guesses?
Yeah.
Who could it be?
Who could
3,
it be?
2, 1, Dean! It's Hildren Prime Access!
She
Yay!
is
Looking good.
incredible. Actually, we had Minky did the
Opening sketch,
the
yeah.
sketch for this to kick it off because, you know, as Minky has been such a crucial part of Warframe, Minky
ficou
designed
muito
Hildren.
da hora.
And sort of like after he had left and
Hildren.
started his own
Oi,
stuff, he
ficou
came back and
foda.
did Hildren, and then
Ficou muito
Hildren
bom.
Prime was up, and we reached out and we were able to,
Get him to run with it.
and then Skyers did the sculpt, I think.
Yep.
And it's incredible. She, of course, is our absolute queen of the barbarian gold aesthetic. Love her.
Why don't we check her out in game, shall we?
Oh, you have her.
Oh,
Okay.
don't I ever?
Okay, you are prepared.
Come on down to my screen, Dean.
I see it says mommy. Perfect.
No, it doesn't.
No?
Here we have.
You can see it right
Hildren
there.
Prime. No, that's not English. Here we have Hildren Prime in all of her beautiful glory. Of course, with Hildren Prime comes the Balefire Charger Prime.
Imagine if we didn't do that. We're just like, nah.
Keep her vanilla. And then her Syandana of choice is the Serader Syandana. So we have the Serader Prime Syandana coming.
Oh, it's like a void jetpack.
It's honestly one of my favorites. I have it
Yeah,
on
that's
Gauss
great.
for
That looks
obvious
incredible.
She looks great. And then her weapon of choice. A big girl needs a big gun, you know? I feel like that's only appropriate. Here we have the Larkspur Prime.
So
It's so
Bit
big.
of a big gun.
Chunky.
Yeah.
Bit of a big
Honestly, if you, I think, you know, back in 2018, we added the ability with the grab a mag that you can use your arc guns on foot. So because it's so signature for her, we had to do it justice, and it looks awesome. It plays awesome. Getting the arch guns out in the heavy grip mode is Kind
If
of.
you want a good chuckle, you can go back to the
Que
Devstream.
coisa
where we showed
linda, que coisa
original
With
linda,
no
hein?
offsets.
Hillman. There was a bit of an accent. Well, you know, just check out the catalog.
No.
Streams if you want
That's
to.
fine.
What I also enjoy is how tiny a void rig is.
Yeah. You can also put it on your Necromex. So
Oh,
yeah.
Looking cute.
Yeah.
And then she has a sentinel of her choosing. The
A
one,
little
the
bud.
only Shade
Finally.
Prime Sentinel. Finally.
It has been years.
Sweet boy.
Literal, almost 10 years. I think Sentinels came in 2013.
Eita,
in Rise
outra
of the
boa
Warlords,
surpresa.
I think updating. I don't remember. Anyway.
Rise of the
Shade
Warlords.
Prime.
Wow.
Nossa,
throwback.
Wow.
This game is burned into my memory forever. But yeah, so Shade Prime has come, and I think we are slightly buffing.
Those actually went out already.
Oh, yeah, they did.
With
the main
Citrine,
line.
yeah.
Oh,
So
right.
Shade's been given some buffs. It's been a minute since, Shade got some love. So got a little bit of buffs. Obviously the Burst Laser Prime coming with, and then what wouldn't a Sentinel be without some accessories?
I don't know.
If one will. Introducing the Hemet Prime Sentinel accessories.
oh, cool.
Awfully close.
Yeah, but, someone named that.
Please. There he is. All score.
So cute.
And that is Hildren Prime Access. And it's coming to you
Ai, meu
on
cartão de
March 15th.
crédito.
Dean, there should be another slide ready if you don't mind.
Maybe he does.
There it is, coming to you March 15th on all platforms, Hildren Prime Access with all of the things we just talked about and listed. So make your get your relics ready to crack, get your syndicate standing up, and Hildren Prime shall
Yeah.
be yours.
It's crazy to think that we're on Hildren Prime, but that's how time works. Everyone will get primed one day.
Yeah, that's right.
And Hildren's Day is March 15th. So that's your birthday. Hey, awesome. You can't have it for free as a present. All right. We're going to take a look at some Tenogen. Megan.
Why do they make
You're looking for the sandbox.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
We haven't done a Tenogen update in a little while, so we changed the way we are doing Tenogen. We're not doing it by round. We're just doing it by less formal batches, where
Yes.
as things are ready, we're gonna just exact
So
same
it's
thing.
not it's not rounds now, it's batches now. Which are like rounds. but
Tenogen,
not
But a
quite.
batch here.
Whatever.
A round is round. A batch is
Completely different.
Not quite round.
it's a batch.
Dean, feel free to go to my screen. I'm ready for you.
So here's a batch, not round. Tenogen.
Look how batchy it is.
Yeah.
We have 17 items. Not all will be releasing at once. We're going to
Because
do
we're not
batches. Guys, we're doing batches. We're going to do a batch. I believe it's of 6 items for Duviri Paradox. So these are just an amazing grouping.
You're ready.
Yoreli is
And
everywhere.
Caliban have
We
Tenogen.
got lots. So the ones that will be coming into Fury Paradox, we have the Calyx ear accessory for your operator. We have 2 Cyandanas, the first being the Alocana Cyandana, and
Oh my god.
this one is probably my favorite name that I can't
That's really
pronounce,
cute.
Retro Rollist.
Retro Rollist.
Retro Rollist.
I love when the community sticks with the naming conventions of sentient. You
Yeah.
just got to add a list to the end of it, and then you're good to go.
Coming in Duviri as well, which I'm very excited for, a Gauss skin.
Oh my
This
God,
is
he's
the Gauss
so
Nitrolus
awesome.
skin. Finally, my boy getting some skins. And then the Caliban Scion helmet
Oh my
will be
God,
coming.
get close in on that.
Very
That looks
cool, yeah, zoom
amazing.
in.
Oh,
Too close.
Not that close.
Is that close enough?
that's incredible.
There it is. Let's get a closer look at Gauss while we're here. Oh, baby.
Okay,
There it is.
we're showing Gauss some love today.
Yeah, showing Gauss. And then a Zaku Dathia skin and helmet coming as well.
Wow.
That's cool.
Infested Zaku.
Ooh, look at
Terrifying.
that. Yeah.
And then the rest is all spread out.
And the rest will become in
Batches.
batches.
Not rounds.
Not rounds. The rest will come in batches. We got a Yoreli helmet. Look how cute she is. We got some accessories. We got some ships. There will be a forum post up listing all of these. You can check out all the ones that will be coming, as well as the ones that will be coming in the Duviri Paradox.
Very nice. In rounds. I mean batches.
Bram, come on, come on.
Sorry.
Set yourself up.
Sorry.
All right, Dean, feel free to skip away from my screen.
Infested Lich is when. Yeah.
Let's do a
know
platinum
what we mean.
prize while
Okay.
we are here, shall we? Before we get into what we're all here to see,
Very paradox.
which is the Duviri
Mhm.
Paradox.
Oh.
1,000 platinum, before we jump into it. Who is it, Eric?
It's Shugat, the one and only.
Of course it is.
Of course
Congratulations, Shugat.
Congratulations. Please whisper the Warframe Twitch channel you're watching right now, in-game alias and platform you play Warframe on, and we'll get you your 1,000 platinum.
What are you doing now? You're running the show here. Are you showing Gauss, or are we going into Duviri?
It's Duviri time.
Okay, let's talk
Oh,
Duviri,
boy.
folks. Who here knows what the Duviri paradox is in chat? Have you heard of it before? When did you first hear about it? Was it?
Yeah, let's backtrack a little bit here. So, last year, TennoCon, we showed the Duviri paradox from the standpoint of the quest. Kind of gave you a look into the beginning of the Duviri paradox, this whole new world, introducing you to the characters like Dominus Thrax and Bombastine, and showing you kind of what the world had to offer. Today, we're gonna flip the script a little bit, and we're gonna show you what the Duviri paradox has to offer post quest.
Yes. So yeah. No, go ahead.
Drop that bus.
Okay. Yeah, everything we're showing today is sort of the post-quest world, and really it's talking about how this open world is different, how it's probably bigger than anything we've ever done, what we're bringing to it to give you guys probably a one-of-a-kind Warframe gameplay experience. It's influenced by, the years of thinking about the Duviri paradox with the old guard, what we can bring to it in terms of what we love to work on and play. And before we jump into it, just talking, why don't we show you a tease?
A little teaser.
From our cinematic trailer that is coming with the release of the Duviri Paradox. So this is a supercut, super tease of the Duviri Paradox cinematic trailer. Let's take a look.
Dominus, oh Dominus.
It is a well-known fact that the unbent knee must be broken.
His curse upon you. Suvatasa, Zuharuha.
All right, just
Awesome.
a little teaser. The full thing will be released later on, but one of the obviously biggest things at the end of that, there's many things in there to unpack. One of the biggest things, April.
Yes.
Duviri Paradox
Yes.
is coming in April.
Yes, and this is just talking big picture about the Duviri Paradox. It is our 10-year anniversary for Warframe. We've been working on this game, all of us, for quite some time, and every time we release an update, people ask, how do I get into it? How do I play it? And so as the Duviri Paradox was coming together, because it's a paradox, which this paper and Sharpie will be very relevant for this particular story time.
Here we go.
It's story time with me. But so the new war launches. You see this character, the Drifter. Warframe has eternalism, all these weird things.
Strange things, you could say.
Strange things, you could say. I don't get it.
So you're about to do the thing for Stranger Things.
I haven't watched Stranger Things. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I can't say I'm stealing it. So, because it's a paradox, in the new war, I'm not going to spoil it, but things happen in a certain order because certain characters are there. Like all good stories, things happen, right? It's very, very important.
The
An
plot
essential
thickens.
component.
Yeah. A story. Essential.
When we release the Duviri Paradox, it is going to become the new optional beginning for Warframe. So if you can imagine, you're really into Warframe and you're like, wow, I really want to play that Duviri Paradox update. When you install the game, you're going to be presented with a choice. Do you want to start at the beginning, or do you want to start at the paradox? So you'll be able to enter Warframe from either direction. So what that means is they'll connect eventually, you'll play the new war and all of them will line up, but this is officially a new way to start Warframe.
Right.
It's a choice players are going to make where the paradox can begin or it can end. So we've taken a lot of time to think this through and how we're going to get the players that are really interested in Warframe into the Duviri Paradox, and just by nature of the quest and things that happen, it is an optional way to start the game. So
The main objective is, you want to play with your friends or whatever. We don't want you to, obviously we've done this before where if you want to get someone to the new content, they have to first play for 100 hours. So we want you to kind of have the option here for jumping in and just going directly into the new stuff. And then from there, you can kind of
Yeah, so
go.
imagine you log in, you see this really cool screen, and it's like Duviri or Vor's Prize, and then Lotus will say something like, "Don't worry, your paths will." Maybe we recorded VO already for this.
At some point.
Yeah. So
You like team, please capture this so
Yeah.
that we can have
this is, and then they'll
replace
connect.
her face with Lotus,
Yep.
and she can.
There, I
do
can
this.
just lean into the helmet.
It's basically what it looks like.
It's just a floating piece of paper.
So this
Lotus
is
holding a piece of
This is
paper.
the official asset for a new beginning to Warframe. Please enjoy.
Amazing.
So, speaking of, should we just go into it?
Do you want to show your little behind the scenes videos?
Oh, right.
So the music that you saw in that little teaser was actually recorded live.
That's recent.
And
yeah.
you guys got to go and actually experience that, and we have a couple behind the scenes little videos of kind of the visceral reactions from this recording. So go ahead, Dean.
Hey, Eric, what are we doing here today?
Recording some strings and a singer.
For what?
Duviri, Warframe.
Pretty cool. Very, yeah, so we
Little
got
behind the scenes.
That was awesome. We got
Tiny little peek.
first time for Warframe that we did a studio session
Uma
together.
pequena
Yeah,
amostra
first time,
de
live
como
string
se
players, live
produz a
opera singer.
parte
It
musical
turned
do
out
game.
incredible. We cannot wait to share it with you guys. You know, you got a tiny little sneak peek in that trailer, but there's a lot more.
All right, so shall we do a gameplay reveal of Duviri Paradox?
Let's go.
All right, DE team, start brewing the coffee.
Opa,
Palms are
vamos ver,
sweaty.
vamos ver,
All right.
vamos ver.
So
As usual, we're
Vamos
doing it
ver.
live.
Yep, this is
So
live.
That build,
Yeah.
everything's subject to change.
Flawless.
All those things. I don't know how they always do these demos, and it's just nerve-wracking to see it, but they always nail it. So
Aw,
Yeah.
don't gas me up like that.
The key is not to think about it.
This is true.
Right, so we're gonna do this multiplayer. Megan is gonna be hosting the session. I'm going to be joining as a client, and I'll just talk us through Duviri Paradox.
Let's talk.
Let's take a look first. Then we'll talk. Okay, so where are we? We are in a place that is quite sacred to the Tenno, and sacred in the sense of horrifying. This is a place that, you know, we had to bring to life with the new war, and perhaps, you know, players who have finished the Angels of the Zariman will know a little bit more about this place. And this is, of course, the Zariman, and let's just go through, Meg. Why don't we take a look?
Walk through. I just moved in. Please don't judge my decorations.
It's too late.
All right.
Sorry.
Yeah, so if you don't know, the Zariman is a spot that is critical to a lot of the story and the lore of our characters, and the Duviri Paradox, in many ways, if you've played the New War, seems to orient from here in some way. And this is a beautiful colonist ship that, you know, had its very terrible accident, but it's the home to many characters now, and I think the Duviri Paradox will kick off with you meeting some people, hopefully, that you'll know and love.
My maggot opened the door.
Go on in, Meg.
I'm so sorry. My pets are so annoying.
Go on in.
So this is the first time this door is officially going to be open for people.
thanks to the maggot.
Thanks to the maggot. All you needed was a maggot. It's true.
Yeah. Go on in.
Let's see what happens next.
So, that is Akrithis. She is a character that will be very important to your progress in Duviri. She's quite the curious soul, and the Duviri Paradox is going to be something you can access through your Norma Zone, or you can just do it through the star chart. We're just doing it the flavor way, because, you know, doors are important to go through.
Doors are very
We're doing something here that no other game does. If you turn to the right,
Oh, yeah?
Drifter
The mirror?
crosses my path.
a mirror.
Wow.
Wow, look at us!
Wow.
Real-time reflections.
Wow. Mirror is very exciting. That is actually the biggest tech advancement in Duviri Paradox is mirrors.
It was a hurdle.
But Akrithis will be a character you'll interact with a lot, and she will be giving you a lot of information about Duviri for the lore hounds and
Até aqui eu tô
you know,
gostando.
some items as well. But we won't go too much into that today. Why don't we actually just go into Duviri?
I think we should.
Can't wait.
Welcome to the Duviri Paradox. This is a open world that lives in its own part of Warframe, but of course it will connect. And what you'll find is you are playing through the moods of Dominus Thrax. He is this sort of king, emperor, overlord figure for Duviri. And every 2 hours his mood changes. Not
He's
the
in joy spiral right now.
yeah, right now he's in a
Feeling
joy
joyous.
spiral. So we're going to play through the Duviri experience. And when Duviri launches, of course, you'll be playing the quest. And then once you're done the quest, you'll get to this screen. And there's 3 ways to play Duviri. One is the circuit, which is endless Warframe only mode. This is a mode that will take you through different, it'll make sense once we're done doing the normal playthrough. But this is for people that just really want to play the Warframe mode, get some rewards that connect to the bigger picture of Warframe, which we'll talk more about after. But that's all going to be done in the circuit. Then there's the lone story. This is for people that maybe don't want to do things like fishing or our version of conservation, which you'll see. But this is for people that just want to go through the joy spiral to get their, daily reward. They won't be match made. This is really for matchmaking. It's for people that don't want to match make with someone that's going to go off and, smell the roses, so to speak, do side activities, maybe play a game of Comey. Those types of things wouldn't spawn here. This is for people that are solely in that, get her done state of mind. And then, of course, the Duviri experience, which is how we intend the day to perhaps unfold, where someone can be match made and experience all Duviri has to offer. You can play side activities, you can explore the open world, and you can spend your time being distracted, really, and getting yourself geared up for perhaps the boss fight at the end.
Yeah, so we call it an open world, but it is quite different to our other open worlds.
Yes.
For starters, the structures of those are generally more like you go in and just can do random stuff in here. This is a little more guided. There's like a story that you go in that gets generated every time you go and play it. It changes with the moods. It changes. Honestly, we were like, for us, it's almost a surprise. We were surprised literally half an hour before the stream, like, oh, look at that. That's what we're going to have for the demo.
Yeah,
'Cause we didn't know.
So we're just going to jump on in and take a look at the Duviri experience. And I want to make sure that players understand the mood timers is for flavor and diversity. We're not locking you out of something that you can only do in anger for like a daily reward. This is flavor, emotion, mood, the world. So we're going to hop into joy.
And before we do, speaking of the moods, Eric, I know the sound is actually different for each of the moods as well.
Absolutely. The sound team's done an incredible job in capturing the different emotions and the soundscapes as you enter. We've got different music for different moods, different audio ambience for different moods. So everything really feels different every time you go into another mood. So yeah, we're really excited about it.
Yeah, and each, you'll meet characters. Today we're going to do just us narrating, but you will meet characters that...
Acho que não, hein, Gabriel? Acho que não, hein?
So let's hop into the Duviri experience.
Mostrou a
I'll walk you
Hildring.
through
Mostrou a
the
Hildring
gameplay that we're
Prime.
about to do together. Megan, I'll try not to die. Oh, did we do God mode?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
We're driving this bus.
Yeah.
Left or right? I don't quite know.
Oh, so this open world doesn't have a town. This open world has a sanctuary starting point, which is where you determine how you're going to play the Duviri Paradox that game. This is very
Pra que
different.
ficar triste,
This
chefe?
is unlike any
Ela vai
other
chegar,
open world,
pode deixar.
truly. But it is like a fresh wrap on Warframe that you know and love. Our drifter is safe here in this cave of Duviri. And as we walk through, we're going to be presented with our sort of roguelite loadout options for our daily mood. So we're going to play the Joy Spiral, and Megan and I are going to have to decide our loadouts. So Megan, as you can see, has 5 Warframes to choose from.
Terra não.
One of them is Children Prime, which we did not plan. So Megan has all her mods if she wants them.
Yeah, it's
I just not gonna say anything.
No, say it.
it's important to know that my current character, I'm maxed out in what I'm about to show you. We have Teshin, of course. Teshin's cave is a pivotal person in the story. And then we have our drifter Intrinsics.
Yeah, so we are really inspired by the roguelite ideas, and for us in Warframe, we thought we could
Lembra
take
muito
what we know
o
about
sistema da
intrinsics, but
Railjack,
actually
né?
turn them into persistent progression in the Duviri context. So Megan has 5 Warframes to pick from, but if you're just starting out in Duviri, you'll have 3 to pick from. And then
Será
as
que a
you're
gente vai
progressing,
poder
you
usar
can
isso
widen and expand what the Void will give you to choose from.
No sistema de origem ou a gente só vai poder usar isso aí dentro? Aí no...
Progress in
No,
all
the-
things
the-
Duviri. Give
the
yourself
drifter.
more survivability, give yourself more riding tools, give yourself more combat basis, and the biggest one really is opportunity. So if you go back over to this one, this is where the roguelite angle comes live. And of course, this is where we'll talk a little bit about, combat and stuff once we go out there. I don't know if you
Decrease and such.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the main idea was to how could we keep the experience fresh every time, and we were leaning really a lot on those roguelike elements. You guys saw on the demo for TennoCon, we showed the decrease there, different upgrades that you could select. So this over here, the intrinsics are like the meta progression that you can do across runs, and the decrease are the progression you can do within one run.
Yeah, so Megan, if you want to go out and take a look at, one of the biggest intrinsic schools is, of course, riding. So let's take a look at your loyal cave. This is something that allows the drifter to move on Duviri very quickly, traverse. There's a couple tricks up the cave sleeve. So let's take a look at your...
Do a little classic customization. See what we like.
Oh yeah. It's beautiful. I like the Syakis one.
So do I. Yeah. I'm a fan of the...
Truly a metal horse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I want a nightmare. I want a death horse.
The horns.
The horns are so good. No, you got to do the... So the
Eles vão ser modulares, assim como os Vulpáfilas e os Predazites.
Any, inclined drifter would like to customize their horse, I'm sure.
My favorite's this one because it looks like a reindeer.
Do it. Santa time. Let's go. Oh, wow.
We got tails.
Oh, the tails.
Oh, short tail.
Wow.
There's some that are gigantic. I think the Aitigo one.
Yeah, there's the Aitiga one, yeah. And then, of course, detail. You can name your cave. This is unlocked through intrinsics as well. So
guys, what do we name my horse?
Oh.
On the spot.
On the spot, chat. What do you got for?
I think that's got to be the thing.
That's a chat thing.
That's a chat thing?
That's a chat thing.
First cave naming ever publicly. What do we got?
Messi, the
Jose.
Frankie.
Oh,
Roach.
Horsey. Roach! Oh. You might have to do Roach.
Wasn't that your first bro name?
It's got to be Roach.
Roach it shall
Bojack,
be.
I said.
Yeah. And then
Of course.
Yeah.
Color.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
You want a dark
Electric.
horse? You got it.
Dark horse.
Then you
Oh
change
my god, that's
the
so...
attachment.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, like the headgear really takes the whole edgelord vibe right off. So.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah. What's the issue, Gary? Sorry, Roach. Roach is one.
Roach looks great. So that is my horse for right now.
Yeah, so I want you guys to picture Duviri as every time you start, you're going to be in this sanctuary with Teshin, and you're going to be planning your loadout for your adventure that awaits you. So every time a new spiral rolls in, you'll be able to pick new gear. So we're in the joy spiral, so we'll be picking from this gear for that joy spiral. You can customize your drifter, because this is the Duviri paradox. The drifter is here, and they're playing things out, perhaps with, as the quest will resolve with help from the other side. And then we do have some expansion plans here. Megan just walked past a little gardening area that will be coming post-release. But because we're in the Drifter's elements, the Drifter is able to do something that players have requested for a long time, which is Drifter Melee. And they're going to be able to pick from a variety of stances. These stances will be ways, you'll unlock these with progression. So you'll start off with the sun and moon that you get from the quest, and then you'll be able to earn the rest of your melee stances. So Megan's gonna go with a two.
I'm a big hammer kind of
big
gal.
hammer. So you can smack the dummy a little if you want.
Show that dummy.
Idiot. What an
Smack
idiot.
it.
He has the worst job in Warframe.
O operador parece que vai ser
And now we get
mais
to pick our
bruto
loadouts. So
agora, né? Vai ser
this
mais
is
útil
sort of
também.
that. And there will be, I'm not gonna.
The Mayan colors.
Oh,
You can see
yeah. Yeah.
What can I say?
Yeah. Why don't we hover over that mysterious figure on the right there?
Oh,
I'd be
this
curious what it says.
individual?
An ally from an unknown time and place. Duviri is quite strange. I don't know. Maybe we should let the players.
We'll let them stew on that one a little bit. You know who I'd love to play though?
E será que a gente vai poder jogar com o Stalker agora?
Today blessed us.
Fate has blessed us. This is like you said. Every time, like this round is these warframes, and then it kind of resets. And as well, as you can tell, some of these are my very specific warframes.
Yes.
But if I do not own a Warframe, it will also let me borrow that Warframe for this session if I want to try it out.
Yeah, so we are going to, because we're going to say that Duviri is essentially transient. The Drifter, the Void, the Loop, the Spiral, all of these things mean that the choices you make affect that gameplay session only. It's a run you're doing. So you don't need to, if you don't own something, we will offer you loaners, we'll offer you loaner mods. But if you have gear, and say I have my Valkyrie Prime, for instance, I have several Umbra Former in her, I get that version of her. So that will be what I choose. Megan, you're going to pick Hildred. I can't imagine you wouldn't.
I have to pick
And then your weapons appear, and then you can pick the next part of your loadout.
And because I am max strength, my Drifter intrinsic, I have more options.
Lembrando que isso vai ser construído, tá? Não já vem tudo pronto assim não.
Intrinsic, you get more options of the Warframes as well, and work your way up from there. I'm just gonna see what speaks to me.
Solid choice.
I love that it helps to do the demo the fact that they have your colors, so that
they
explains.
Yeah,
they know exactly that I own that one. That one is mine.
And now before we go out, I want to explain the decree system, and this is sort of the core pillar of this open world expansion, and the fact, like I said, that you're doing a run. So because Megan and I are max rank characters, we start in Teshin's Cave with a decree to choose. And this is when we're going to start building our run loadout. So Megan, if you hit Q, let's take a look at some of your options. So Megan gets to pick her first decree, which is going to be her first choice for her build. And as we play and do the daily adventure, we're going to get more of these. So by the end, we could have up to 10, 15, just crazy upgrades that only exist for that session. So for instance, taking damage, regenerate 15 energy per second, deal 30% damage to enemies affected by freeze status, gain 15% damage for every enemy affected by a status. I would just go Fearsome Bonanza while you can.
Why not?
Yeah.
Start off strong.
Yeah, and I'll pick mine as well, just because you guys can't see my screen. Oh, I got Vicious Barb. Critical damage is doubled, so they're kind of all over the place. And
You got a rare.
I did get a rare. All right, out we go. All right. Today's adventure that we're playing is the Harbinger of Joy.
That's the Mexican guy.
That's all right. I don't know. So we are out in the open world of Duviri. We are in the Joy Spiral, which, for the art team, for the sound team, you needed to make it a happy place.
Yes, the knock is quite high.
Olha o tamanho da Grisálida, até no zero. Olha o tamanho dessa
The
nave.
sky goes red and there's meteors coming from. So that's anger.
Yeah,
and you
no
can put
angry
that
face in the
contrast.
sky here. Yeah, this
if,
is...
If you contrast that with Joy, basically every one of the moods has different soundscape, different visuals, enemies change abilities. There's it's important to us that it just feels different whenever you're playing one of those. And that's really like
Está
the
muito
kind
bonito,
of leaning
muito
on that
bonito.
roguelike vibe is, the world changes every 2 hours, and every time you play, it offers different Warframes, some that you might have never used, but you get some loaner mods so you can pick them up and see how they feel. You get a variety of weapons, and then you get the decrees on top. So hopefully that can make it so that, it feels varied every time you play.
Yes. And we'll start our adventure.
We're going to start it. What a way to start. Get on a horse.
Let's go. So here we are going through the beautiful world that the team has created. Carrie, we had to do open world islands.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing to try to pull off for us. It's good to have a flying horse at that point.
Yes.
So, it's quite a landscape, and it's the amount of teamwork that is involved in doing this is it breaks your brain when you're actually looking at it in a big moment like this, because it's like, wow, you would have to thank just so many people per frame right now.
Yeah, right now every frame has the authors and the pixels. So we're going to do our adventure. We're going to do.
Lembrando que isso tudo vai vir numa atualização do dia 13, tá, gente?
See what we can do.
What we're gonna look through now is basically one of the stories. Normally, if you're playing like the full experience, you could also be walking around and then you see something to the side that attracts your eye, and then you can go and do it if you want to. So it does have a vibe. But one of the things we really wanted to kind of address from other open worlds that we've done is generally on those, often you get like objectives that are really spread apart. So you're like, you have to go 600 meters that way. And it's just kind of a bore to just have to travel a ton. So in this, when it generates the dynamic stories every day, it localizes kind of your little track so that you have a story that's close by and you can just kind of go from one thing to the other and finding things along the way. And every day we put you on different spots of the islands. The islands are really big.
Yeah.
So, we don't want you to go through the same place every time. So at different moments you go to different places and so on and so forth.
So Megan and I just finished our first objective. We get to pick our decree so we can continue making our build for the day. Melee kills, there you go.
Killer's confidence. That's me, baby.
Yep, that's you. You're a bona fide Widowmaker.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so now we'll go to our next Harbinger of Joy story. And this is something narratively that we're trying really differently as well. We're going to have procedural narration for this. So
That's right.
yeah, we didn't want to spoil too many characters and get things going. We also have to do some work to set them up, but you'll get to meet who the Harbinger of Joy is. So yeah, we can just explore beautiful Duviri.
If you watch TennoCon, you'll kind of recognize statues maybe, providing a little bit of healing if you need it while you're out here in Duviri Paradox.
Yeah, we don't know how much we want to, how difficult we want to make it, but we're balancing that out. But, death is different here a little.
You can see here someone's holding your hand.
Yep, that's right. So we might take off the handrails. All right, let's. Our next step is combat. So let's fight some of Thrax's chosen. Now, of course, the horse does have an ability.
That is part of the intrinsics for the horse. Basically, you get like a nice little tool to engage. And then the combat for this, at least for like the drifter part, and again, is more of it's a different combat. We didn't want to just like repeat the same things that you do with the Warframe. You'll see Warframe combat in a moment, but for the drifter himself, it's more of a melee focused thing. It's smaller, tighter groups. It's about getting those parries correctly.
Foi impressão minha ou ela deu parry ali?
Sucks to be that tall,
Yeah. There's still quite a bit to, I don't think we've shown this enemy before.
No, we haven't.
Oh, yeah. The heavy guy. Ooh, he's heavy, but he's mobile, He has,
Meg got him.
Perish.
All right.
Once you kill them, you get access to the chest.
So we're done this stage. So we get to pick another decree. We're getting our builds going.
Ooh.
What will you pick?
There's too many.
Oh, status effects triple damage. Let's go.
Is that the one you got?
No, I had a different one. I had the crit one. Vicious Barb. Yeah, the resource icons are placeholder, but yeah.
So many cool decrees.
Yeah.
There's a lot, yeah. Like you said, it's just making that power level insane by the time you've collected a dozen decrees. There's one, I gotta say it, the one where the more decrees you have, the faster your drifter goes.
Yeah.
I'm sprinting across that decree. I'm so fast. It makes me laugh. I love it. It's fun.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. And of course, open worlds and Warframe do benefit from lots of side activities, least of all fishing. And we wanted to kind of reinvent fishing for the Duviri Paradox, so Megan is going to do the honors of maybe people that have played the War Within have a little bit of love in their heart for a certain mechanic that we thought we could turn into a pretty awesome fishing game. So let's see what you can do, Meg.
All right, not my first rodeo. Let's see how it goes. Maw fishing. What could that possibly...
Maw fishing.
It's a bit of a different take on fishing.
It's a different take on fishing.
You speared fish. How do you feel about mowing fish?
Yeah. What if you could eat the fish?
Nossa. Agora vamos poder
So this is actually a perfect
aproveitar o
example
fundo do
of
mar,
a
né?
side activity. If you really just want to do the story that Megan and I have been doing so far, this type of stuff wouldn't turn
No mundo
on.
aberto,
So you
quero
wouldn't be able
dizer.
to come do this. For instance, I would love to fish with Pablo, but maybe I'm in a rush that day and I don't want to matchmatch with people that don't want to fish. So we have Golden Maw Duviri fishing. We're going
Full maw.
full maw here. Yeah, we really wanted to try something different with this. Really happy with how it turned out. The teams worked really hard on this sort of weird fishing mini game that isn't quite spear fishing, but it's still true to the legacy of Warframe with the maw. And you have to remember, the Drifter didn't get, I'm not going to spoil too much, but the Drifter is a different character than the Tenno. So things are different for the Drifter. The Drifter never got focus schools and all those things. This is a different character, but you'll see how it all comes together as we continue our adventure. Good job, Meg.
Did you get it, Pablo? He was judging me earlier.
Well, I'm
So I was able to get all the fish, therefore we get 2 decrees.
You get basically a chance
And look,
to run.
it's my favorite one.
What one?
Every day.
Footed.
Oh my god. Oh baby, we're moving.
Super speed.
We are moving.
You're
Must have eaten enough turtles
All
to
right. All right. So let's continue our journey.
And also from fishing, you get fish parts as well.
Yeah.
Resources from the fish that you do
Yeah.
maw on.
Yeah, Reb also mentioned conservation is not conservation as you know it.
You'll
It's
see we have a
something-
video. So.
Oh, we do it.
Yeah, we'll show that after.
Yeah, basically, we went a little crazy. It's
Yeah.
all new. Like, it really, we're,
But it all
there's no
connects.
mining.
Olha isso.
There's no mining.
There's no mining.
And
That's-
there's no bounties in the truest sense. It's stories that take you through the world. So this is a better view of the open world, Carrie.
Yeah, it's a great view.
Megan
It's,
is flying around,
yeah.
and we're gonna find our way to our next, to the perhaps a different place in Duviri.
Oh, stuck the landing. Nice.
Wow, Meg.
What can I say? Wheels down, baby.
I love those thin little bridges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're fun to hit.
They're like almost the things that we're often forbidden from using because you need more space to fight and stuff like
Yes.
that. But it's nice to have like a little thing that connects.
All right. So Dominus Thrax as a character only has so much control over Duviri, and we're about to go to a place where your power can be helped from the other side. So welcome to the Undercroft. Let's go in, Meg.
My drifter's so fast. I'm sprinting.
The decrees apply both to the Warframe and the Drifter. Some of them are not as effective on the Drifter. For example, earlier we got one for shields. The Drifter doesn't have shields. But, you know, the Drifter gets other benefits just from getting a boon. But boons really start going, sorry, the decrees really start going a little nutty once you get to the Warframe.
Yeah, and this right now we're in the space between space. We're about to enter something we call the Undercroft, which is where you'll recognize a lot of what we're about to do. So let's go. So these are Warframe combat arenas. These are spaces where you have to do objectives in the Undercroft to keep Duviri essentially safe from Thrax's control.
Yeah, this is the more traditional flavor of Warframe, if you will. It's essentially the game modes that you know. In this case, we're playing 5-minute survival in this new tile set, and you're basically going in and out from the open world in Duviri into this, all your boon supply, and then out. And earlier when you were talking about the circuit is essentially a sequence of these ones. So instead of playing survival, it will be 5 minutes of survival, and once that's done, you'll go into like defense.
5 ways of
and
defense.
then you'll go into a void flood, and it will kind of cycle through those, and you'll keep on getting decrease, and you'll keep on getting nuttier and nuttier.
Yeah. We're gonna, because we want to get through this without keeping people here too overtime, we're just gonna push the survival along just so people can get a feel for the rest of Duviri, and then we can...
You guys know survival.
You guys know survival.
Been there, come on, done that.
Been there, survived that.
That's a t-shirt if I ever heard.
The other differences, and we're not really showing it here, but there are new enemies in here that are from the stuff that you've seen in Duviri itself.
Yes.
So you'll have new things to encounter as your Warframe.
And then once you're back out, you'll get another boon, and we'll make our way to the finale of the day so that we can finish our joy spiral, finish the spiral, and then be sort of on our way for all things, Duviri. And here we are looking out upon the joy spiral, the Duviri paradox. And of course, as you progress, one of the persistent progressions will be bursts of the drifter getting strong enough connecting to the other side that you can actually bring your Warframe onto Duviri with you. So these are going to be tactical, bite-sized bursts where, say, you come across one of those big heavy enemies and you've done just enough damage that you can actually summon your Warframe to you. So it's going to be something you can play towards, start strategically bringing your Warframe to Duviri, and that'll be the Duviri paradox in a nutshell. So
A little slice of the Duviri paradox.
but wait, there's more.
But wait, there's always more.
Yeah.
There's always more.
There's always more. So that is a look at all things Duviri. We've got the new open world. We have a new gameplay layer.
More like a look at some things Duviri.
Yeah.
A snippet. This is a snippet of Duviri. But you did touch on conservation.
Yes.
And we do have new animals within Duviri. I believe themselves are, they're a bit influenced by the void being in Duviri.
Yes.
And the objective of conservation is to kind of cleanse them of that void, bring them back. But I think one of the most important things that we've done in the Duviri paradox is bring that very, human element to these animals. We're going to play you a little clip of what exactly one can do with conservation.
Yeah, so you can come across these void-tainted animals, and they'll perhaps lead you to treasure if you cleanse them.
You can pet the dog.
You can
Tem novos companheiros, é isso?
Yeah. All right. So, lots to play. The question, of course, is going to be, what are you earning? Other than the joy and satisfaction of life, what kind of stuff is there? And I think last year, when we did the Incarnate system update, one of the core reward loops for Duviri is going to be upgrade and expansion to the Incarnate system. So we're going to start talking a little bit about more endgamey rewards, ways for your arsenal to get another layer of gameplay. So.
Yeah, basically when we originally set up the Incarnate system, we were thinking, even from back then, we were thinking, well, we want to test this with a few weapons, but ideally we can expand this. This will come as a shocker to you, because we totally didn't leak this back in December.
Nope.
But we have what we're calling Incarnate adapters. So you basically have a bunch of different weapons that we've selected and we tweaked and we added stuff to. And we're basically added kind of alternative modes to all of those weapons. There's 30 of them that we're going to release with. I don't know which ones we're showing today, but you can come with your friend Caballero.
Yeah.
You can go to my gameplay, Dinio.
Yes, so here the Incarnate system was released, which were these evolving weapons, and now you get to evolve some of your existing arsenal. So if you say for instance, you're playing Duviri, you're going to do the circuit, you're going to do the Warframe mode, and you're going after the Lado Incarnate adapter because you want to put it either on your Lado Vandal, Lado, or Prime. That'll be something that you can earn by playing Duviri, and that applies to all the adapters. Yeah,
and in general, what we're doing with Duviri is Duviri within itself has its own set of resources and stuff like that, but from those, then they kind of go into the main game by means of you getting Incarnates, you getting Endo, you getting all the usual sort of stuff that you can get from some of the vendors, but the newer rewards are the Incarnate adapters and a bunch of arcanes.
Yeah. So why don't you play? Do you have one ready? Do you have one?
I got one ready.
Oh, okay. What is it? The Chad Lado.
Just playing around with the OG Lado.
All right.
Seeing how it feels with the new Incarnate, what we're calling Incarnate Genesis for this kind of school of weapons. I do need to pick an evolution. So chat, you're here.
Oh, headshot for sure.
Because one does need the headshots to evolve such a thing. All right, headshot. All right.
And so this weapon, all the Incarnate adapters will allow the weapons to transform as well and get some new fire modes.
Yeah, we'll show it really quickly in a mission. Hello. We do have a screenshot of the circuit. If Dean, you want to fly over to that?
Yeah, so this would be an example of you're in Duviri, you're picking your reward for playing the circuit after a certain point of progression, and in this case, you get to choose what you're going to earn, essentially.
Yep.
What your gameplay is going to go towards, and some keen player wanted the Skana and the Lado here, so good taste.
Yeah, so the circuit is going to be divided in, basically the rewards for the circuits are going to be divided in two. Steel path is going to have a path, and the normal is going to have a different path. The normal path will give you essentially a Warframe for playing it. So basically, I don't want to say a wrong one because we're only doing like 30 or something. Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna blame it on her if it's not.
Maybe Ember.
So imagine that week is Ember. So as a player that I'm still playing on normal and I'm building my arsenal and whatnot, I basically get all the pieces for Ember for playing that. But if I'm playing on Steel Pad, that's where I can get the Incarnate adapters. And as you can see, that's why Incarnate does still require Caballero. So that is more for late-term players and not for players that are just joining.
Yeah, because remember, people can just start in Duviri, so we're giving them a different way to earn Warframes as well. So Megan's getting her headshots here because she is a seasoned pro.
Do not say those words.
No skill issues to be found here.
Make us sweat.
I think I saw someone asking if the Prime scanner was required for Incarnate. No, but it is available for.
Yeah.
So you can install the scanner adapter on any of the scanners. Same, with the branding, and there's a bunch of different variants. Some of them have like 4 different variants. You can put it on whatever you want. They do have variable powers, so
here we go.
You probably don't want to put it in the MK1, but you can.
You can. Yeah.
We want the memes.
We want the memes with the MK1.
Yeah.
So Megan can now transform the Leto.
I sure can.
So now it gets a new look. It gets,
And in its incarnate form for the Leto, the kind of perk that it's gained is its projectile ricochets off of enemies. It has some punch through. So if I hit this guy, this other guy is going to get hit as well and cause a bit more lethal damage as a incarnate weapon.
It's very important that 10 years in we're focusing on the Leto on a Devstream. That just shows.
10 years, baby. Happy decade.
Yeah,
Vocês perceberam o seguinte? Parece que a Aya, aquele componente azulzinho, vai dropar durante a missão agora também.
Part of the excitement for him working on this was to grab some of those older weapons that might be forgotten now and just giving them a new lease on life with this. So it's exciting to be bringing some of those classics back.
Absolutely, and it's all in its own. Like the Duviri Paradox is bringing the new, fresh gameplay for people that wants, to try out some drifter melee, some combat. Of course, you can play your Warframe in there. You can earn things that will let you get your arsenal on what we're calling the other side, a bit deeper, more investment in it. So, if you want that roguelite Duviri.
Olha o nível da perfuração dessa arma. Pegou os 3 em fila.
And then, of course, on the other side, which is truly where you start the game, if you're a vet, you'll be able to connect those things.
And there you have it.
Wow, you did it.
Look at me go.
Nice. Wow, you completed it.
Yeah.
That's just Dev. Just so we can go through the motions.
Stug is now viable. I think there's going to be some people that like the Seer and the Stug are going to be fighting for Incarnate Adapter.
The Dread, I remember when the Dread was meta.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a throwback. But yeah, that's a lot. So Duviri is kind of wild.
Yeah.
Sound-wise, art-wise, it's different than anything we've ever done.
Yup.
Yeah, in terms of side activities in Duviri proper, there's literally like 50 puzzles that are all different. We have Komi, we have Shalsin, those are like side stuff that you can do if you want. Conservation, fishing.
Yep.
We have a bunch of different. It's a big one.
Yeah. So we have the open world update coming with the quest, with the Incarnate expansion, with the 3 ways to play Duviri. The circuit, or the experience, or the story alone. And then we have, of course, a whole bunch of cosmetics because the team has been mastering their craft there for ways that you can do not only just your horse fashion with all the options Megan showed you, but we also have some new Drifter cosmetics coming. This is one of the Drifter suits that is coming in Duviri Paradox. And then we have, this is the closed mask version. Really cool screenshots, totally on an ultra wide.
So wide. I wonder who took
anyone's
those.
bragging about the monitor there?
The monitor looks really cool, and that's the rear view because that's important in Warframe. And then this is another Drifter suit on my Drifter who I'm just in love with. He's so cool. He's cooler than I'll ever be. And then this is a closed hood version of that. So these are some really different looks that you can sport.
But not as different as the one we're about to look at.
Oh, yeah.
Novos trajes para os operadores, é
Back
isso?
to my game, if you would, please. Yeah, sorry. I know where you were going, Dean. We're not there yet. Almost there.
Yeah, Megan has the 3rd Drifter suit that's coming in the Duviri Paradox. So this one, honestly,
I love that.
Yeah, it looks so good. These are.
Love the materials on the pants and the little. What is a scarf when it's in your groin?
A sash? A loincloth? Yeah, it does look a lot like Baruch, but it's not Baruch. Okay.
It is a Baruch vibe, which I love.
It's not Baruch.
That's great.
Yeah, really amazing work from the art team.
Yeah, so we got some drifter suits that are coming. Also, more Visage ink is coming as well for your drifter face. And as well, we have some drifter idle animations that will be coming as well.
Yeah.
Ignore the HC here. Helen, I know you tried.
Helen, don't worry about it, girl.
My girl. Yeah, you're going to have some nice animation sets for your drifter. Get a little more personality, of course.
Yeah, when we were playing Devstream multiplayer, like Pablo and I were always just looking the same with our idols, and it's like, it's time. We got to give some personality to the drifter, so you can. That'll be coming with Devstream as well.
Yep. And then I think one of the more requested Devstream aesthetic cosmetics, if you will.
It's our time, Eric. It's our time. Time to shine.
What is it? Oh, right. Oh, right. Oh, right.
But all
took me way
good
too long to get
cosmetics.
there, too.
All good cosmetics need, inspo. They need a reference. None other.
Well, this is actually not actually what happened.
Come on!
I know. I was looking.
Yeah, what a model.
I was in my office looking at the beards, and Steve was in there, and I was like, oh, look at you. So, yep. When you're
Ficou
the
legal essa
drifter in
comparação
Devstream,
com
you
o
don't have
Steve.
razors there. You have to unlock the blades. So you didn't have a blade this whole time.
Prom razor.
What were you supposed to do? Shaving is lore accurate in Deviri. So we got some beards. So yeah, what's it like making beards, Scary?
It's many, many layers of transparency stacked on top of each other. What do you really want to know?
How does one make a beard?
Well, I don't know.
Very well.
We needed that inspo. Yeah, so we have some, as you can see, drifter facial hair, beards coming in Deviri as well. And then a couple other kind of community request things. The Bishamo armor, when we release that, it does have a male and female version, and they are pretty different from each other, and that is kind of our one suit that really differs male-female.
Yeah.
And, we got feedback saying, I'd love to put the, mix and match if I want to, depending on the body type that I have. So we do have that set up for Deviri, so you'll be able to either do the lark or the hawk and put that on whatever drifter you would like.
Yeah,
do that.
And we also picked you can also get the drifter version of the Harrier suit. So if you do own the Harrier suit, we now made it drifter size.
And the Seata Prime.
Yeah, it's very difficult to, That's actually surprisingly complex getting all the operator stuff up. So we're doing it in batches.
Yeah, yes.
Is that in batches or rounds?
It's in batches, not rounds. And it'll be slow, and we'll do it, but don't expect it unless you hear from us in a dev stream.
Yeah, this is kind of like, first steps into getting the operator-specific ones applying to drifter. There's a lot of bones. There's a lot of...
Just like in real life.
A lot of bones.
In real life, I can't make my clothes fit me that were once small on me. So this is...
Unlike real life, there's lots of arms to cut off to keep things going.
Oh my goodness. And then as well, we do have a couple Void Shell skins coming in Deviri. We have a couple assets for that. We have Mesa.
Wow, what a great screenshot. Once more, I'm impressed by the sheer girth of that screenshot.
Oh, girth! Oh, we went from wide to girth? Well, have some more girth. Here comes Limbo Void Shell.
Also gorgeous screenshot.
Gorgina. Beautiful. So yes, those two Void Shells will be coming in the Deviri Paradox. And we have a couple deluxe skins as well that will be coming in the Deviri Paradox. We're going to start with one that we've shown for a couple...
Two Tenocons ago?
Two Tenocons, maybe? This one is a collaboration with Karu, one of our lovely community artists. Karu did a Baruch Deluxe, and this is just a reference of back when Karu did an official concept for it, and it is finally coming to life in the Deviri Paradox. Dean, you can go right ahead over to my screen. It's not Baruch Prime. It is Baruch Deluxe, which we are calling Baruch Doen. Doun. Helen tried to teach me. I'm sorry, Helen. Appreciate you. This is Baruch Doun.
Oh my God.
The hooves.
The hooves.
I think it's a miracle the art team is surviving this.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we have Baruch. We have, yeah.
And he's going to be coming with a sparring skin weapon. So I just put it on my Kogaki here.
Holy, that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then, of course, a beautiful Cyandana, the keen Cyandana. Look at that flow.
Wow.
Also surprising that the rigging team survives. It's great.
The amount of DMs I bothered people with to get things set up, I felt so bad. So thank you to everyone for the pushes for the Devstream here today. But yeah,
phenomenal.
he looks incredible. So excited to finally get Karu's
And I'm a
image
Libra.
to light. And you're a Libra.
Oh my god.
A Libra you are. But I did say 2 deluxe skins, didn't I?
Yeah, what's the other one?
The other one is another concept done by a community artist. We paired with Wub Master, and they did a Wisp Deluxe, and we wanted something that was really abstract from your current Wisp.
Yes.
We wanted to just kind of go outside the box and really kind of just try something else, try something different. So Wisp Deluxe, this is the concept art for it that Wub did draw for us. So we have Wisp Deluxe. We also have the next one, I believe, is the Cyandana that we're working on for Wisp Deluxe. And then the next one, Dean, this is her reservoirs are going to get a new look as well to obviously match that.
Little
They're
moats.
so cute.
They
The
are
moats, sorry,
yeah.
the moats. They're so cute.
Cuddle them.
And then the Fullman will also be getting a skin as well to go alongside the beautiful aesthetic of
It's like
that.
the total opposite of the Duviri shapes. This is all in on. This is like all dimension Duviri Deluxe.
Love triangles. Yeah, triangles are great. So those are 2 deluxe skins that are becoming in Duviri Paradox.
Oh my god.
Wow.
And we talked a lot, we threw a lot at you. We do have a slide, Dean, if you don't mind, that really just kind of encompasses, I mean, not all of it. As you can see at the bottom, there's much more.
Yeah.
Tried to get it all on a slide.
Yeah, we got the quest, we got the optional new beginning to Warframe. You can choose Warframe or the Paradox. You can play the circuit. You can play the Duviri experience, lone story. There is an Aura Worm boss fight. That is its own massive piece of content that we didn't even show today. The team would probably kill me if I spun it up, so I'm not going to do it. But I
The
could.
music.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we had the music at the beginning.
Yeah, that was
Aura
yeah.
Worm boss music. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what it was,
we have the,
Muita
yeah,
coisa
the
tá
Aura Worm
chegando com
boss
essa
fight will be
atualização, hein?
coming, and then we have new Dax enemies, which are the Thrax agents. We have the Drifter Melee,
E
Drifter
os
Intrinsics,
cross
persistent
save,
progression,
eles não
and
vão
then
falar
all
nada,
of
não?
the decrees are your real-time sort of rogue-light progression. We have the entire cave system with all the expansion there, and then Incarnon is going to touch your arsenal in from 10 years. Go back, give some old things some love, and maybe playable Stalker in Duviri in a very specific context, because Duviri is from another time and place. So, who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, that is kind of in a nutshell of Duviri Paradox. There's obviously a lot we talked about, the kind of side activities you can do. You alluded to Comey. There might be some shepherding in there. There's a lot of strange...
Your opponent in Comey is adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
So
This quest spoiler.
I didn't say who it was.
we didn't describe. Yeah, so there's a lot. Duviri Paradox is strange. It's weird. I think it's something obviously we've never done to try and just kind of really not rewrite the story, but just go insane.
Yeah, I mean, every few years it's nice to try something entirely crazy that we've never tried before.
Yep.
And here we are once again. It's coming
But it's
together
all
great.
like it's
and
taking Warframe and it's just putting a context on it that is just very fresh. Like you go in the cave, you have to pick a Warframe, either you own or you don't. You get to take your arsenal, you get to take things you've never tried before, you get to do your session, get crazy loadout changes. Like it has a...
Feels like it brings it all together.
Yeah.
Absolutely love jumping around to the different Undercroft portals and getting the bite-size
Yeah.
Warframe modes. Oh, it's great.
Yeah, and then if you see an enemy on the surface that you just want to like Mesa peacemake, you can pop into your Warframe for that little 5-second burst, and then it's crazy.
Yeah, and reminder, April
Yep.
is when Duviri Paradox is going to come to your screens. And something else that's happening this year, if you want to
Oh God.
traverse.
What else is happening this year? Please.
We're doing other things this year.
Oh no, what else
I
are we?
was going to go on vacation.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we're taking the year off. No, I'm just kidding. As you know, it's our 10-year anniversary. It's a huge milestone, I think, for a lot of us, for Warframe being a little free-to-play game. 10 years, and we're still doing some weird-ass stuff.
Oh,
Sorry.
lots of ass.
Oh,
That's Soulframe. Wrong game.
sorry, got it mixed up. 10-year anniversary, and obviously we're getting back in the swing of things. People are returning to the office. We're able to be together more often now. So that bears the question, TennoCon 2023, are we going to do it virtual? Are we going to go back to going in person again? The answer is we're doing it in person again. Saturday, August 26th, London, Ontario, Canada. Back at the OG RBC place where we've had all of our in-person TennoCons. We're doing it again. We're going to all get together and we're going to really celebrate 10 years of Warframe together in the same room finally after, I think, 3 years of doing these virtual.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah. It's back, baby. We don't have information right now about tickets, but definitely stay tuned to when you can, if you're interested in it, purchase tickets to come to the event. Obviously, you have the date, you have the location. So yeah, August 26th. Next big milestone.
It'll still be streamed. Don't worry if you can't make it to London, Ontario. We know it's a sort of obscure hub for the gamers.
We're not one of the most popular cities in the world?
No, it will be streamed, so don't worry. If you can't make it, it's not like we're going to not show you what we're working on. You just,
Yeah, there'll be, we'll have some panels, we'll record them and put them up on YouTube like we normally do, and then Tenno Live will be just that big celebration. What's next for Warframe?
Deviri will be old news by then.
Yeah.
What else are we working on?
Yeah,
so
last year when we did it, and we were still in a convention center, but it was like 20 people.
Yeah.
It was sad.
You could hear people's shoes squeaking on the floor. It was so quiet in there. It was like, oh, what a celebration.
And some of my best, talking about 10-year anniversary, some of my best memories were from those TennoCons where everyone got to come, and well, not everyone, but like a bunch of fans.
Every single person
in the world came. Those were very memorable, and I'm looking forward to doing it once again.
Yeah, so we have Deviri to release in April, so we're very busy. So don't bother us for the next month and a half. You can bother Megan, just not us.
Yeah, send me a tweet. No, I'm just kidding. We do have one more physical giveaway to do, as well as a couple digital
we didn't
items.
do a single giveaway other than the first
Oopsie, so sorry. So we're gonna give away another HyperX headset and a HyperX keyboard with got a little Warframe cap on it to make it a little flavorful, if you will. One giveaway for both. Please and thank you, Super Dino.
Efficiency.
We love it. So again, exclamation point rules to make sure you're eligible for this physical giveaway. Please whisper the Warframe Twitch channel when you get called. Who is it, Eric?
Can't read a damn thing.
Adelina.
Oh, Adelina.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Please whisper the Warframe Twitch channel you're watching right now, in-game alias, and your shipping address to make sure that you are eligible for this. If you're not, we will provide you with some platinum, and we will probably re-roll this on the official Warframe Twitter, just because it is closing time on this stream.
I'm just checking to make sure we didn't, everyone's cool at DE. I'm reading Slack right now. Thank you to everyone that helped with, getting today ready.
Let's do a platinum prize. I think we have a couple to get through, and then a Baruch Prime access, and then, I think our next Devstream, it'll be a Hildren Prime access, because Hildren Prime's coming out March 15th.
That's true.
Lots going on, lots to do. But yeah, Deviri Paradox is obviously next up for us.
Yeah.
Not stressed out at all. I'm so sorry.
No. I think that you need an extraction from this Carrie.
Earrings.
How many days?
Earrings. Congratulations, you won 1,000 platinum. Please whisper the Warframe Twitch channel you watch right now. The in-game alias platform play Warframe on, and we'll get you your 1,000 platinum. Let's do a Baruch Prime access. Let's do one more platinum prize.
We'll do another.
We love it.
Did we not tell you that we had to go finish the update by the prize? But yeah, maybe chat us some questions. What's going on in chat?
Yeah, chat us some questions.
Lots of rules asking.
We love rules. 1,000 platinum.
Wow, what a compliant bunch looking for rules.
Yazel, congratulations.
All of you.
Please
whisper follow the rules.
Please whisper the Warframe Twitch channel you watch right now with your in-game alias platform. Play Warframe on Yazel, and we'll get you your 1,000 platinum. And now let's do a Baruch Prime access.
All right.
Woo!
Is Pablo working on any frame reworks at the moment?
I am not. It's all Deviri at the moment.
Amps and Focus and Deviri, they are there when you're in the Undercroft. So because the narrative and the story will provide you with a perspective on what the overworld is versus the Undercroft, you'll get your Amps and you'll get your Focus schools when you're playing those Undercroft segments. So you kind of leave your Drifter behind, and then your Warframe and whatever you use in your post-Second Dream is who's going to meet you in the Undercroft.
which could be your drifter,
Which could be your
is a
drifter,
paradox,
which
is on purpose,
It's
so
on
we can't
purpose.
be wrong.
It's on purpose. By design.
That paradox title really helped us
I
out.
know. Paradox.
066?
066.
Tito066, congratulations, you won a Baruch Prime access. Please whisper the Warframe Twitch channel you watch right now and give mailing us platform play Warframe on it. We'll get you your Baruch Prime access. Tito066, congratulations.
Yeah. And don't worry about it. If you just installed Warframe today, you'll be able to play the Deviri Paradox at any point in your journey as well. It's not like it's just a choice on the front end. It's like a choice for the whole time.
It's a flowy choice.
It's a flowing choice. Yeah. Will there be Drifter Melee outside Deviri? No, not right now. It's part of the Deviri update itself. We'll get it out. We'll do the usual song and dance where it's like, all right, let's see what happens next. So, yeah.
Eternalism. Ain't
Eternalism.
that the truth?
Yep.
That is the truth.
Savagloss Deluxe is actually in progress.
It is progress. Maybe at TennoCon you might see a little something.
Yeah.
Something for Savagloss Deluxe. Shout out Liger.
So August 26th, you can expect news on Savagloss Deluxe.
Sorry, that's so painful. We just cackled like witches.
I know. You wanted it too
Sorry,
damn bad.
sorry.
Wait 5 months.
Sorry. It'll all make sense. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. All right. I think we're gonna wrap
Anything
up the
else
stream.
you guys want to say?
Probably want to go back to making it right away.
Get back to work.
People are gonna think we're holding you here under
Yeah.
duress, Gary.
Don't
Can you blink
actually.
twice if you're okay? Why are you blinking at all?
Twice, there we go. Slow processing speed.
Yeah. Lots of lovely characters for the world to meet with the
Yes.
Deviri Paradox.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. With that, we're going to end this stream. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Deviri Paradox in-game
E o cross-save, fala alguma
A
coisa.
sneak peek at just a snippet of what the Deviri Paradox has for you. Obviously, you know, there's many different ways that you can experience Deviri, like we showed, and we just can't wait for you guys to play it, experience it, find it weird like we do, and just bond with us at how crazy it is. But that'll be coming in April, so you'll hear from us as the days tick onwards to April. March 15th, Hildren Prime Access will be coming to all platforms, so you can get Mommy Prime while we're waiting for Deviri Paradox.
It's official now.
It's official.
Mommy, sorry. Thank you so much for watching. Eric, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime, Carrie.
Pleasure.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Blink twice.
We will
There we
release
go.
you soon, Carrie.
Didn't say roll your eyes. Reb, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you to the DE team, everyone either at home or around the world in the office.
Pablo, thank you for being here.
Thought I wasn't going to name.
Oh, I can't forget you. I mean, she left me to go into your office, so I mean,
That's
can't
true.
forget you, Pablo.
That is true.
And thank you, chat, for watching and having some really great questions and just being excited like we are. So stay tuned for more information about TennoCon in-person tickets and also how, you know, our next ideas for celebrating 10 years. You might hear from us again in March because, as we know, March 25th, 10-year anniversary. So stay tuned for more information from us, and we'll see you then, guys. Bye,
Thanks
everyone.
for
Thanks,
coming.
Dean.
Thanks, Dean. Dean gets a thank you.
Thanks, Dean.
Dominus, oh Dominus,
It is a well-known fact that the unbent knee must be broken.
his curse upon you. Suvatasa, Zuharva.
Beleza, mas e o cross-save? Não falaram nada, credo. Bom, galera, encerrou. Vamos lá.